Kenneth Blanchard once said, and I quote, "None of us is as smart as all of us." And this is the first thought that came to my mind after hearing Toastmaster Nimisha's speech. Today we got a fascinating peek into Toastmaster Nimisha's luminous leadership style. And if leadership was a buffet, she gave us a delicious taste of her trysts with leadership, her reflections, her self-awareness, and eventually her journey of growth. Now, what I really loved about her speech was the storytelling. She included anecdotes, her personal experiences into her speech, and that eventually to tell us about how she learned from her experiences. Her speech had a proper structure, there was an opening, there was a body, and there was a proper conclusion to her speech. And also, there was a message, a call to action, a message for all of us towards the end of the speech, which was an add-on. Especially in the beginning when she hooked us with the question. And she didn't just throw the question at us and then continue with her speech. She followed through. If there were members who did not raise her hands, she made it a point to ask one of the members like why they did not raise their hands, which was a very good point, I feel. Her speech delivery was confident and the pace was comfortable. Her gestures were as natural as possible with this mic in the hand. Now, if I were to offer a few suggestions, a couple of suggestions to make her already strong speech, to elevate her already strong speech and herself as a speaker, I could only note a very few points. First was the random stage movements. I feel every speaker should avoid random stage movements. It is a distraction for the audience and it takes away the mind of the audience from the actual message. The movements on the stage must be specifically purposeful. When you're trying to show different characters or you're trying to show different locations, then the stage movements are warranted. Secondly, I noticed that towards the end of her speech, she said, "I conclude my speech by saying." As a Toastmaster, as far as I know, we never use this phrase in our speech. In the conclusion, people will know that it's a conclusion when you come to your final message or when you come to the final conclusion, but you don't have to necessarily use the phrase that I conclude my speech by this message or saying this. In summary, I would say that Toastmaster Nimisha today took us on a high. It's HII. She hooked us, she informed us, and she inspired us in true Toastmaster style. And if she tries to incorporate the suggestions, then I'm sure it would help to make her speech more and more impactful. Thank you. Over to you, Tio.